Hello everyone and welcome to another EFT. I'm Caroline and I'll be hosting. This is our little corner of calm where we learn to breathe, test, and reset together. Before we start, just take a moment to settle in. Find a comfortable spot. Let your shoulders drop. Maybe take a deep breath and breathe. Tonight, we're going to talk about exercise. What it really is, what it does to our bodies, and how we can use this technique called EFT or tapping to help your body, our body, to find calm again. You don't need any experience to join in. Maybe you need to do it experience. Really, to play around and just be with me. Alright, let's begin. How was it today? How was your day? How are you feeling? Are you anxious? Are you tired? Maybe you are curious. Who is this girl talking about this technique? And what is she doing here in Twitch? Good question. All good questions. And I will try to answer and to bring you some peace of mind today. This evening is about you. It's about me. It's about a group of people who want more of life. We want peace. We want comfort. We want not to be anxious, not to be depressed. We want to do things, not procrastinate. We want to settle and be. We want to accept ourselves. We want to learn how to be gentle with ourselves. Because this is something I've learned, especially since I started this whole process of using EFT. I've never noticed how unkind to myself I was. Always pressuring myself, always self-doubting, always being so hard on myself. Maybe you're like that too. Or maybe you are just someone who learns to listen to the voices around you, telling you that you're doing better, or telling you that you're not enough, or you're always late, or you're not strong enough, kind enough, rich enough, you're not enough. Maybe it's the system that keeps telling us that we need to buy more stuff, to do more, to be more. So I start using it. You already are. I already am. We can settle. We can let things happen. In the flow, you're supposed to happen. You're not late. You're not a waste of time. You are enough. And if you want to be better, that's cool. I want to improve. And that's fine. And I'm going to work on it. But not under pressure. Not out of kindness. Not out of obligation. Not because other people are telling me what I should do or what I should be. Not out of this sense of unworthiness because you are worth it. I am worth it. I have value. You do too. And this is a place where acceptance is a rule. I strongly because we need something where we can say, why am I here? I'm here because there was a very dark time in my life. Uh, Almost 10 years ago. I started feeling very anxious. I was working all the time. And my work was very demanding. I had to make decisions, snap decisions all the time. I was an underwriter in very special sectors, uh, in events and movies in Brazil, which is my country. And it was always like I had to give an answer about the classification and the risk of something important like Rock in Rio or Lollapalooza yesterday when I got in the office in the morning. So it was very fast-paced work. I love it. I love this whole sector of insurance and even film, fine arts, everything. But it got me sick because I wasn't sleeping well. I was worried all the time. The pressure ended up being so much that I got really sick and was diagnosed with severe depression. Not a depression that stops you completely, but I was working, doing things, and then one day I collapsed. I couldn't go out, I couldn't open my notebook, my computer to work because I couldn't remember how to do my job. And I cried. Was was a very dark moment. And I remember that during that time, I went to the doctor and I took some medicine prescribed. I just the therapy and everything. But at night, when it was like around 11, the time I opened my screen here, my left screen, my darkness would become unbearable. And I remember I went flying for so many minutes and I was trying to find something, someone to be with, to settle, someone who would not tell me, do this, do that, drink this, um, cook that, exercise more, move more, drink more water, um, pray more. Just someone who could understand how bad everything was. And I couldn't find. And I remember hours and hours on Twitter and X now, and Tumblr, YouTube, and I got distracted sometimes, but I never left those um, interactions, let's call it, there. I just passed the time. So then things started working and I got better with the medicine and therapy and exercising and doing everything uh, by the book and praying a lot and meditating and writing diaries. I didn't know back then the root of the situation, but I got out of that dark place. Years later, precisely 2 years ago, I received this invitation to participate on a live EFT section online. And I was like, what is that? I am a curious person. So I thought, well, I have nothing to do. I'm curious. Okay. I pressed yes, and by the time requested required, I was online. And when the guy started explaining the whole thing, like I will do tonight to you, I was like, this is absolutely crazy. There's absolutely no way this is going to help anyone. Come on, you touch a couple of points in your body and you're going to release energy and pressure, and then your trauma and fear, anxiety, depression, procrastination is going to move. There's no way. And I went and I was like, okay, I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to fight the process. I'm going to go with the flow. And I'm going to do what the guys actually did, right? And I started doing the thing, and there's this person that was volunteer. Oh, I volunteer. And she was telling her situation that we started doing the tapping thing, like, and he was like, think about a situation for yourself, and you trade the phrase for your situation. And I was there like, okay, there's this memory that came into my mind, a personal situation that I thought I had dealt with was nothing. It felt like nothing anymore. And I was just doing my tapping away, happy as a clown, and I think trying not to be like with too much prejudice about the situation. And then this pressure like fell down, like I released, and then I kept crying. I cried, and I understood that situation made me have serious doubt, not trust people, block myself from the relationships, from going forward, and so many things that section, that situation brought. And I left that day utterly transformed. From that day forward, I learned so much about myself. It's like a mirror was put on front of me, and I could see my life as a child, teenager, young adult, and the choices I've made, and how I was programmed to make these choices. And this is fascinating. I thought my choices were my own, but they're not. And that's what EFT does. It's going to show you your inner self and the blockages and everything that is getting in the way for your calm self, for your happy self, from your better version of yourself. And for me, personally, it healed me from procrastination. It helped me with anger issues. It has helped me with anxiety because every day is full of pressure, right? You have a boss, I have a boss. You have a client, I have a client. Or if you're in school, you have to show up, do the test and homework and everything related to study. If you are a parent, have your kids, we all have bills to pay. So I don't believe there's anyone who doesn't know depression. There are heartbreak and loss and so many other things that we all go through in some moments in our life. And EFT is a solution for all of it. Are you here? Are you here with me? Help me through it out and just say hello, Caroline, or hello, Care, whatever, in the chat, so I know that there's another soul there. You don't have to talk to me or have a conversation with me. This is a free zone and this is a no pressure zone. But it's nice to know that there's energy being exchanged with me and someone else out there in the world. By the way, today we are international. I am doing this live in English because I wanted to reach out to more people. Normally, during the week, I do streams in Portuguese, which is my mother tongue, but I decided to take one night per week and do it in English, so I can reach out to our international friends. If you're Brazilian and you're here tonight, hola, bem-vindo, and stay. Let's practice some English as well. I'm gonna learn new vocabulary because Stephanie has this whole vibe of words and stuff like that. And by the way, can you hear me well? I am listening to myself quite well, but maybe it's not working for you. And if it's the case, just let me know. Let me, give me some, drop a comment on the chat, like, take care of your microphone, the cell phone, whatever. I'm new to the swimming world. I started last week on Friday night. This has been a decision, a continuation of my, let's say, calling, purpose, or something of the sort. I've always been really interested in healing and helping people. And because of the situation and experience that I just told you, I've become more empathetic towards things, be it physically or soul pain, heartache, mental pain. Because when you are in pain, regardless of the source, it really feels quite lonely. And people normally come to you with solutions and not with understanding. Because pain scares most of us. We can't deal with the people we love feeling pain, so we want to fix it any way possible. So we're going to try to bring something like you have a headache. Did you drink water today? If you are from the religion side of things, someone can tell you, like I heard before, did you pray? Or maybe they can say, Is your life clean? Don't you have any sins sitting around? There's always something they're going to try to tell you in order to help you find the solution. Most of the time, this is my opinion, it hurts more than that. Like, if you have a faith in something, in someone, in the universe, the Almighty, Yahuwah, aren't you going to ask for help when you are suffering? Of course you are. The first thing you're gonna do. So when someone comes to you and says, you just look at the person and say, do you think I enjoy being here? Do you think this is something joyful to suffer? Do you think this is a choice? And that I know all the steps to get out of this situation and I am not doing anything on purpose? Some people don't understand that depression and anxiety, burnout are mental health problems. It is an unbalanced brain. Your chemicals are not quite right. And in EFT speaking, I can tell you that your energy field is blocked. Something is not flowing the way it should. Your chi, taken from traditional Chinese medicine, it's not flowing as it should. And you are suffering as a result of it. In EFT mindset or lore, let's say, it's something that we listen here all of the therapists and practitioners and people that do tapping. They say that 85% of all diseases are from emotional roots. So there you have it. If you treat the root, the tree will grow. But if you don't, the tree will die. And that's just fact. And we tend to do a lot, but we forget to give ourselves some time. I hope you are enjoying this conversation. I hope you are relaxing. I hope you are curious about whatever you're gonna do tonight. I hope you can understand my English and that we are going to have this exchange of energy and flow. And I have high hopes that, and it is a personal goal for every night I go online, is that I can help at least one person to live their life better. That's what I'm here, is to help people. And before we go into the first round of EFT, and you can see for yourself how this goes, I'm gonna do a little self promotion because I'm new to this thing and I need help, guys. So subscribe, please help a girl. I need to get to 35 subscribers so I can become an affiliate and then I can do more stuff here. So if you want, if you can, if it's not going to get in your, it's not going to be green tea for you, please subscribe. be a new friend of the channel. You are going to love it. We have so much stuff um, planned ahead. And see, this is my goal. 25, 25, 25 subscribers, guys, this month. And pretty good. This is Caroline Heart Basket with all the cute glitter stuff and my cat sleeping because we like this a lot. In fact, actually, I'm very angry today because I put on some clothes on her because it's cold tonight and she hates. She hates it. But if she's not clothed, she doesn't sleep. She just wanders the whole night long, like because she's old and she's cold, and so I hope she doesn't kill me when I'm sleeping tonight. That's I will be live on today's time because tomorrow is letting off from live streaming, and then I'll be back on Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday is English night, so if you are not Brazilian and if you speak English, just come have a little calming time with Caroline on this channel. Yeah. So without further ado, let's do one round of EFT together, okay? I'm going to choose the subject because you guys are not talkative. You don't want to talk to me tonight, and that's fine. If you could just drop one emoji on the chat, just like, I'm here. Yeah, you have company. That would be lovely. Hello, Caroline. And like, review. How is this tapping thing? Okay, we will be touching 9 points in our body. Do you have to touch it? No, you can think about touching it. So I'm just going to show you the points. So when we go into the full EFT tapping thing, you're already kind of aware and you're not going to get lost in the craziness. Okay, so the first point we're going to touch is the carotid point, which is here, like carotid kitty. Yeah. So we are going to touch here. 2 fingers, a hand, whatever, just it's in here. So if you just tap, you are going to do this in the beginning when we are going to set up the phrase for the whole revolution in your life. Okay? From there, you go to this one here. Okay? Eyebrow point. And you can do this if you want. You can choose the size. 1, 2, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay? You can just tap. I like to do both because it looks confused, but some people just do this. So, second point, eyebrow. Third point, side of the eye. You just feel like here, like the end of the eyebrow there. Just tap. Alright? And then under the eye, tap. Like you have this little bone here on the cheek. It's right in the middle. And just when you use your fingers, it's easier to reach it. So, and no stress is going to work. The other is under the nose. The nose, the both the mouth, in the middle. If you press a little bit, you're going to feel it. It's just here, under the nose. And then the next one is under the mouth. The chin, your mouth, see this curve here, right here. This is pressure, press, give a little pressure, press a little bit. Just tap, 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 tap. Alright? And we have 3 points left. Collarbone, just tap, tap, tap. The next one is under the arm. So you gonna raise your arm, you side to side, and then you just tap, 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 tap. Okay? And the last one, head, right in the middle. Just tap, tap, tap. Some people like to go like this. Some people like to go around. When you go around like this, for me, it gives a sensation of something flowing, like it's like but I never just tap tap like this. So Brazilian kind of tip point, eyebrow point, side of the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, collarbone, under the arm, and head. Easy? Okay. Now we're going to say something, and we're going to feel ourselves, because if you don't do some metrics, you're not going to realize that something changed. Of course, depending on the situation, you might cry, you'll get sleepy. Really? Hi, relatively sane. What's going on? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it better? Wow, what's going on? Is it better now? Understand. Just a moment, okay? Okay, I'm gonna change my microphone then. More. Hello, can you hear me now? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Relatively sane. I'm appreciated, really.
Okay, let's continue with this talk. I was talking about EFT and some tapping. I was bubbling, just talking about anxiety and depression and how you can do some tapping and regulate your energy and feel a lot better afterwards. And I was just inviting you guys to do some tapping with me. And I was doing all these things just to show you the points we're going to touch together and do a little tapping so you can feel how it goes. And no, I suffered from depression and anxiety. I had burnout. It took me 3 years of treatment and was a very dark age, let's call it. But now I'm all right. And it's one of the reasons why I'm doing lives and reach out to people because I felt quite lonely during this whole process and I wanted to go someplace online where people could understand me and offer me some form of release or I don't know, kindness. And when I got all better and I learned this technique called EFT or in English tapping, I decided to do something about it. I was like, if I have one person per night, it is enough for me. Yes, we pressure the meridian points from the Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine. We are going to pressure 9 points. They are related to emotions. And by doing so, we are going to unblock the chi from our system and we are going to release all these things that are blocking our lives. They're making us sick or depressed or feeling bad or sad, whatever. You are very respectable. Oh, I was too. Because you couldn't listen to me or just got here, I'm gonna say again really quickly. The first time I got in contact with EFT and the guy started explaining what happened, I was like, absolutely no way. This is a joke. This is never going to happen. This doesn't work. And they brought all this neuroscience information and studies from American soldiers with PTSD that had some experiments done because it is a very difficult thing to treat. PTSD, of course, it's especially when you're talking about soldiers and their trauma. So they did this study. They put 20 guys in one group and 20 another. 20 guys they treated the regular way, therapy, medicine, whatever. And the other 20 they treated with EFT sessions. And they took MRR from the brains of those soldiers before and after every um, section. And the guy that took the text to analyze, he called and said, I think the machine is broken because there's absolutely no way that this person can be so much better in brain waves and stuff. And they did he calibrated the thing, the machine, and was like, it's fine, it's not wrong. And the people who participated from the study, it was proof that they got a lot better, like to the point of they didn't have to take so many medicines, and some of them even got healed. If you want, you can find it online. Just Google it. It is very easy to find. And the details about this technique, it's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It is a technique in which you press the points of the meridian of your body, and you are going to be talking throughout this process. Like, for example, this anxiety is making me so fearful. I am afraid of tomorrow. I can't deal with it. My heart is beating so fast. I'm having a panic attack. I don't know what to do. And then you start saying what is that's happening to you. Like my head is aching. I am so you're feeling. You're gonna say the truth. You're not going to lie to yourself. And then you're going to change things. First, you're going to tell how I am. I'm not well. You do a tapping. And then you start changing the flow. And you're gonna say, yeah, I am not well, but maybe I can start feeling well. Maybe I can be safe. Maybe I can relax. Maybe it's safe for me to relax. And you go doing the tapping. And it's amazing because you do a metric before you start, like from 0 to 10, how intense it is, whatever you're feeling or suffering from. And then afterwards, you feel yourself and the number went way down. That's the truth. It happened to me. You can find it online. I'm not the only one doing this. Maybe I'm the only one doing this in Twitch. I don't know. I haven't found another channel doing the same thing. But you can do what I did. You can let go of your prejudice and maybe try it because we all have something in our lives that needs to be improved. Or we just need to learn this tool for something in the future. You never know. It's fun to have more tools in your toolbox in this game of life. Did I explain to you relatively sane? I hope so. Is there anyone else here with me tonight? No. Let's do some tapping. I see I have someone here with me. I don't know if you are relatively sane or someone else. Thank you for staying around. I'm sorry about the microphone problem. I'm gonna use this one for now for so I don't have this situation going again. And let's do some tapping about anxiety, right? Karate point. Even though I am anxious about many things, I love and accept myself. Even though tonight I feel anxious, I love and accept myself. Even though anxiety has taken control of my life, I love and accept myself. Anxiety is like a friend that never leaves. And he keeps saying that things are going to go wrong. Suddenly, he keeps telling me that everything is going to go wrong under the eye. Every thought I have has this weight under the nose. It makes life heavy under the mouth. It makes my heart spike, collarbone. It is hard living with anxiety under the eye. People don't know or don't understand that sometimes it's too much up to the head. But it is very hard to be inside my head because my thoughts never stop. Eyebrow point. Sometimes I just long for peace, silence. Sometimes, side of the eye, I just want to be calm and not worry under the eye. It would be nice if I could not have all these scenarios going on and on and on in my head under the nose. It's not like I'm going to change anything by imagining terrible situations under the mouth. But my brain, it doesn't shut up. Collarbone. But I know that my thoughts are not a reality under the arm. My thoughts are just thoughts. And maybe none of the things I'm thinking are going to happen anyway. So I think I can allow myself to be calm. Eyebrow point. Maybe I can relax a bit. Side of the eye. Maybe it's okay for me to feel safe under the eye. I think I'm open to the possibility of being safe. I think I'm open to the possibility of having peace. I believe my thoughts can calm down now. I am safe. I can let go of all this anxiety now. I am safe. And it's okay to be safe. I can breathe again. I can be at ease. I can allow things to be just as they are. And I can feel that I don't have to control everything. It's fine not to control everything. I am choosing a new place for me. I am choosing peace over anxiety. I am choosing flow over control. I'm choosing trust over fear. I'm choosing rest over anxiety. I am safe. I am calm. I can rest. I can relax. It's fine. Everything is fine. I will breathe in, breathe out with me. Inhale, hold, and exhale. How are you feeling now? Do you feel a sense of calm? Do you feel more at ease? Do you feel like you're going to be able to sleep tonight? I hope this helped settle something in you. I hope you are leaving this place calmer, more at ease, ready to flow and to be, and having a better day tomorrow because of this interaction with me. I know this is not a usual thing, but there's science behind it. There are studies about it. There are many things online about tapping, EFT, and how it works. Personally, for me, it deal with my issues of trust, faith, procrastination, and anxiety. Because even though I don't have to take medicine anymore, and there are still moments in which I have to pause and remind myself that I'm safe. Because this is what anxiety does. It just tells you that you are not safe. It makes you so fearful that your body gets into this collapse mindset. It's run. You need to run. Everything is going to be destroyed. You need to protect yourself. Your body goes into flight and fight, and it is hard because your heart starts beating up really fast. You think you're going to die. You believe you're going to die. You lose control of the situation. You look around and there's nothing, no one that's going to help you calm down. If you ever had a panic attack induced by anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. It is absolutely nuts. So if you learn a technique like EFT in the middle of this with breathing, you can de-escalate the situation to a manageable level or even get out of the panic attack completely. So that's why I like this technique. I really enjoy doing this. Um, it works for changing core beliefs that are getting in the way of your life. Maybe you have bad relationship with money. You cannot get out of situations in which you're always in debt. No matter how hard you work, no matter how you deal with money, whatever thing you try to do, nothing works. You go well and then you drop, and then go well and drop with the money situation. It might be something that was programmed in your brain, in your subconscious when you were a child. And by doing EFT, you can get rid of this false core belief and recode yourself with a better mindset around money or around relationships, or you have a phobia of something like water, flying, or you cannot stop drinking, smoking, you tried everything, you cannot lose weight. All of these things have emotional background or roots. You treat your roots, the tree will grow, will flourish, will bring fruits. You let the roots the way they are, the tree is gonna die because everything that doesn't change dies. It's really quite simple. Remember to subscribe. Remember my goals. Help me out and tell me if you are not listening to me well again. I hope you can understand me and listen to me. I hope I was a good host for you and that you will find this time interesting, curious. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe that what I'm saying is the truth. Try it for yourself. Think about a situation that you need to improve in your life. There's something. Our lives are not perfect. There's something. We all have something to improve. Maybe you want to be more like outgoing. Maybe you want to learn faster. Maybe you want to stop procrastinating. Maybe you want to be more brave. I don't know what I the things that you think maybe you should change or improve or transform. Think about it. Sometimes we don't change, we don't do anything because we don't stop and think and look at ourselves. Not because of what other people say, okay? But because you feel like you could do more, be more for you first. Hmm? That's the whole point of this conversation. It's for your improvement, for your life, for you to become a better version of yourself. The version you were always meant to be. It's just out of reach because you have so much garbage in your life and so much emotional baggage that you are not capable of becoming your better version. Do you ever think about this? That there's a better tomorrow for you? That you can be more if you want to be more? Maybe you want to write a book, but you never finishes or even start. Maybe you'll suffer from perfectionists and you believe, like I did, that it needs to be perfect. And because of that, I never finished anything. I don't have this problem anymore, by the way. The fact that I'm doing this live here without knowing every corner of perfection of this platform, it's proof enough for you. If you knew me before you would know that I would spend 2 years studying Twitch, and when I was like with doctorate in the subject, I would say, well, I'm not ready yet, and then I would never do it. This is the level of procrastination generated by perfectionists, disguised and fed on by anxiety. It's like a whole band that walks. If you have anxiety, you know that it is an awful friend that shows up uninvited, tells you terrible things, lets you get all on alert, and then brings friends, all the friends, perfectionist, the procrastinator, the depressed, all of them walk with anxiety. You know what I mean? Hmm. Well, guys, I've hit my 1 hour mark here, so I'm gonna tell you something. It's a phrase from Henry Ford. Yeah, I know. And he says, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. If you believe you can be healed, you can be better, if you believe you can get out of any terrible situation, be it emotional, financial, physical, you're right. If you believe nothing's gonna change, or worse, things are going to get worse, you're right. Change your mindset, change your world. Get out of the low frequency, my friend. Get into the higher ground. This is an invitation. Okay? Be mindful, be gentle, be kind, and be smart. Choose to believe that you can, and not only that, that you already are. That's what Care had to say to you tonight. Thank you for spending this time with me here on the channel in this Yada Yeti space. I hope you feel a little lighter, a little calmer, a little more connected to yourself. Remember, peace isn't something we chase, it's something we practice. Please take this calm with you into the rest of the night. And I'll see you again soon. Alright? Good night, my friend. Little fly. Whatever you are, whoever you are, be at peace. Shalom and good night.